morning students. Now we are going to start our chapter 3, pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay, so first of all we must try to understand the means of linear equations. Linear equations means that these equations will have the degree 1, means highest power of the variable is 1. First thing. Second thing, let us start from the very basic, that what is a linear equation in one variable. Linear equation in one variable is ax plus b is equals to 0. I have used the word equation, not expression. Equation means any expression is having the equality sign, then we say it is an equation. Okay, this is the variable here, and a and b are constant value. And remember, one can say that a must not equals to 0, because if a will equals to 0, then this equation will not be the linear equation in one variable, because variable here is x. Okay, and now see our next thing, linear equations in two variables. So what is the standard form of linear equations in two variables? It is ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. Again, a is coefficient of x, b is coefficient of y, c is the constant value, and the variables here is x and y. And keep again one thing in mind, that a and b must not equals to 0. If a and b will get equals to 0, then this equation will not be the linear equation in two variables x and y. Okay, now come on the topic of our chapter, pair of linear equations in two variables. It means we will have the linear equations, but in the form of pair. We will have two. How? a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equals to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equals to 0. X and y are the variables, and a1 is coefficient of x, b1 is coefficient of y, c1 is the constant value. In this equation also, a2 is coefficient of x, b2 is coefficient of y, and c2 is the constant value. And keep one thing in mind, that a1 and b1 must not equals to 0, and here a2 and b2 must not equals to 0, because we know if they will be equals to 0, then this equation will not be the equation in two variables. Okay, understood? Just see them. Students, always keep one thing in mind, that whenever we will draw the graph of linear equations, okay, in two variables, it will always be formed in a form of a straight line. Okay, now, so I have told you this thing, that whenever we will make the graph of this equation, then it will always come in the form of a straight line. First thing. Second thing, we are having two methods for solving these equations. Okay, so which are the two methods? Two methods for solving these pair of linear equations in two variables. So first method is graphical method. And second one is algebraical method. Graphical method means in this we will use the graph for finding the types of lines. Okay, types of lines means, see, whenever we will make the lines of these equations, both equations on the same graph paper, three cases will arise. Either they will be intersecting lines, okay, or they will be parallel, or we can say they will be coincident. So when we will try to know that these pair of lines are intersecting or parallel or coincident, when we will try to find out by the help of graph, by using the graph paper, then that method will be called graphical method. Algebraical method means when we will try to find out the types of lines, okay, by the help of these coefficients a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, then that will be called the algebraical method. So let's understand it, okay, one by one. Okay, just see here. Okay student, now pay attention that we are having these pair of linear equations in two variables. I had told you three cases: intersecting lines, parallel lines, and coincident lines. Okay, how? See, in the graphical method, we have to actually draw the graph of both of the lines on the same graph paper. And if I will draw it, and suppose they came like this, This is the line first came and this is the line second came, and they both intersect at only one point. It means in this case lines are intersecting lines. Second thing is, suppose this is the line first drawn here and this is the line second drawn here. If I will make it forward or backward, they will never meet. It means these lines are parallel lines. Okay. Third thing is, suppose this is the line first came here, and when I try to make the line second, it came on the same line. It means line 1 and line 2 are the same lines. It means they are overlapping each other. This is the case of the coincident lines. So this thing I had known by the help of the graph. When I had made them both the lines on the graph paper, then I came to know that these lines are intersecting, parallel or coincident. It means this is the graphical method of finding the types of lines. First thing. Second thing, I can also know one thing here, solutions. We know the solutions. Solution means in this case the common points of both lines will be taken as their solution. And we all know this thing, that suppose this line is there and it is having something common with another line, then all those points will be taken as the solution. And we all know that a line is formed up of an infinite number of points. Let's see one by one here. In the case of intersecting lines, only one solution is there. It means we can say it is having a unique solution, means having only one point common between them. When I talk about parallel lines, see here, they are not touching each other at any point. It means no point is common to both the lines. Whatever the case of parallel lines, in that case these two lines will not have any common point. It means they are having no solution. Third thing, when I talk about coincident lines, how? See, these both the lines are overlapping each other. They are just coincident. It means they are having infinite number of solutions, because line is formed up of infinite number of points, and since in this case they are just overlapping, it means they will have infinite points common to each other, so they will have infinite solutions. Okay, one thing, this I had find out by the help of the graphical method, by making the graph. So it is called the graphical method of finding the solutions of the two equations. And if I will talk about algebraical method, I had just told you we have to use a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2. How? See, in the algebraical method we will find out the ratio a1 upon a2, and then we will find out b1 upon b2, and if this ratio is not equals to each other, it means the pair of given lines are intersecting lines. And if a1 upon a2 comes equals to b1 upon b2 but does not comes equals to c1 upon c2, it means it is having a which kind of no solution, or we can say it is the case of the parallel lines. Third case, if a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 and is equals to c1 upon c2, it means it is these lines are coincident lines and having infinite number of solutions. So by this way and this way, we had find out the solution by the help of algebraical method. Understood? One thing more, I will talk about consistent pair and inconsistent pair. Means these pair of lines are given to us, in which case they will be consistent and in which case they will be inconsistent. So first of all, understand the meaning of consistent. A pair of lines is said to be consistent if it is having at least one solution. See here, intersecting lines is having one solution, so this case will be off. So they are consistent pair. Understood? In case of parallel lines, no solution is there, so it is inconsistent case. So we can say these lines are inconsistent pair of lines. Third thing, in coincident, I said na, if it is having at least one solution and they are having more than one solution, so this case also came in the case of consistent. Okay, so we can say it is consistent pair. One more thing, we also say them dependent pair. Why? because if a pair of lines is having infinite number of solution, then we say them that that pair is dependent pair. Okay, so this was the basic concept related to exercise 3.1. In our next video we will try to understand the exercise. So just do the reading of the first chapter and see this video in a proper way. Okay, thank you.